All right, and DD India's Akshay Dongre joins us live on the broadcast. Hi, Akshay. US government shutdown enters second week. What can we expect now, Akshay?
Well, we can expect more politics to brew naturally. It's hard because neither side is now willing, or as of now has given any sort of indication that they are willing to, back down as far as their own stance is concerned.
Yeah.
Pure Republican government, has blamed all of it on the Democrats. We have seen that the kind of action that the US government has taken has been quite, partisan in nature. They tried to stop funding of the Democrat states for essential programs. Then, there were threats that people will be laid off, people will be fired. Many people federal workers are now working without pay. So it's quite natural that tensions will arise in the days to come. But unless both the sides are willing to make any kind of amendments to their demands and to give concession to the other side, not much is expected to happen, because even the Democrats are now blaming the Republican government of using this shutdown of the government to blackmail the opposition into conceding to their demands. And that also seems to be happening, because US president and the government of the US are saying that they can use this opportunity of the shutdown to cut dead wood and fraud as well. Now, why it couldn't be done without a shutdown, that's still unclear. But many of the people in the US, at least, are suffering because of this shutdown. Many of the essential services may altogether stop if the funding doesn't resume in a few days, or rather in about a week or so. So tensions are expected to rise naturally, since many of the people will not be taking any sort of salary, because the budgetary allocation is perhaps one of the most important function of a society, of a country, as far as finances are concerned, and that seems to be getting delayed at perhaps one of the, or rather the largest economy in the world. So it's quite natural to have a ripple effect on the global economy as well.
Definitely, Akshay. It seems like the Democratic aligned states are really facing the heat of the US shutdown, Akshay, the government shutdown. And Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other, like you just mentioned, knowing that it's economically impacting the country by the end of the day. They have to sit across the table, isn't it?
Well, Siddharth, the most interesting, or rather the most strange thing that's happening in this shutdown is also to see how, the government also remains unfazed with what other people, especially in the Democrat-ruled government, are facing. The government's attitude seems to be quite callous when it comes to how to deal with this situation. We are seeing, it's sort of a situation, we have earlier talked about this, that how if a government is treating, if a federal government is treating unitary states differently based on the kind of local governments that they have, and if they have an opposition government, they are cutting their funds first. That would have been quite a behavior that is partial in nature, to be frank, and that is what seems to be happening as far as Democrat states are concerned. Now, what the Republican government wants to achieve from this, it's still unclear. But it seems that as far as healthcare is concerned, that Democrats refuse to budge, and if both the parties cannot make concession and amendments to their expectations, then the stalemate will continue.
Definitely, but surprising, Akshay, isn't it, that this scenario is happening in a country which is the world's largest when it comes to its GDP, world's largest economy in the world, rather. So quite surprising, but let's see what happens in the future. Definitely. We'll leave it there, Akshay. Thank you so much.